can tell by that title, it's a story time. And before I get into the story, hit the subscribe button, tap the notification button, comment down below for more video ideas. Anyway, so I'm gonna name this girl Slim, and I'm gonna name the other girl Rolly, and I'm gonna name this other girl Disappointment, and my best friend is gonna stay best friend. So basically, me and Slim was going to school together in middle school, and then I had eventually moved, and I was living in Pawtucket. So, me and Slim were friends, and then we came closer into the pandemic. So what happened was we all started doing Google Meet, me, Rolly, Disappointment, and my best friend. Got into this big old group chat, well not group chat, but friend group thing. And it was nothing but females. I had my boyfriend, Slim had hers, Rolly was by herself, my best friend, I forgot, and Disappointment was talking to Slim. So one day I went out with my sister and my family because it was my sister's birthday and we was going out like to round one. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but it's bowling. It's an arcade and stuff. So I went on Snapchat to go post my sister, and I saw somebody talking about me, and I went off on Snapchat, you know, like the little petty little back and forth things. It was really petty. But my best friend thought I was talking about like her or the friend group, and I was like, no, it was nobody in the friend group. Don't worry about it. Make sure you tell the others. She's like, okay. I don't know if y'all heard that, but they're banging upstairs. But so what happened was, after I told her that, I get a whole bunch of people adding me talking about, oh, you talking about this person, you talking about that person, you messed up, you're a fake friend. First of all, I wasn't even talking about y'all, okay? I wasn't even talking about y'all. Don't mind my dog. I wasn't even talking about y'all. So, Disappointment started going off on Snapchat, tagging me, and I'm like, yo, Slim, get your friend. And she was like, I can't control her. I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So then I told him how I feel. I was just like, this friend group is getting a little shady. I feel the secret animosity, and I'm not liking it, so I'm leaving. My best friend was like, no, don't leave. And then Slim and Rolly was both saying the same thing. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But, you know, I still left anyway, secretly. Like, I just wasn't really always in the group thing or whatever. So one day, Slim started lying to my best friend. She was just like, oh, yeah, she said, that I supposedly went over my best friend's house and said she was born. First of all, my best friend was always coming to my house. I never slept over my best friend's house. She was always coming to my house. So my best friend should have knew that was a lie. At the time, my best friend didn't know what side to pick on, and it's okay, because if I was in that situation, I'll understand. But so she right then and there, she knew she was lying, but then she pulled up screenshots about what I said, and it was at the time that me and my best friend, we wasn't really close at the time, because Rolly was always around her or whatever. Not around her, but they was always like talking. So I was just like, no, I'm gonna fall back and see what happens, see if she reached out. And at the time, I wasn't mature enough to realize like best friends don't always have to talk every day. They don't always have to, like, at the time I was like really petty. So my nose piercing. So I got mad or whatever, and I wouldn't say I cut my best friend off, but like I just slowly stopped talking to her for a little bit because I was in my feelings or whatever. So Slim goes and lies and says that I cut her off. I don't want to be her best friend no more. She's fake. That I said a whole bunch of things and I didn't. And at the time, she pulled up screenshots that I never said. You know how you can make a freaking account that looks like, that's exactly what that girl did. Anyway, so me and my best friend gets into it, and I'm like, okay, cool. But another thing that wasn't sitting with me was me and my boyfriend at the time was going through things, and the girl was just like, I think your boyfriend likes me. I'm gonna send my boyfriend to see if he likes me. I'm like, why would you do that? First of all, he don't like you. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. That's what really put the icing on the cake for me. That and her like making my best friend not believe me. So her cousin was talking to my ex, and then I got back in touch with my ex because she wanted to play like me, and I was just like, no, just give me his actual number and I'll text him. And I was like, hey, this is actually your ex. The person that you was texting was not me, it was Slim. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, why I say she? He was like, oh, okay, well, I miss you, and ever since you left, I just can't be with nobody else. Da da da. So me and him was like just being friends, neutral, whatever. But then I was just like, it's not feeling right. Like, I don't wanna be your friend no more. Like, I don't want to get close to you. That's just weird. So I stopped like talking to him or whatever, and then he contacted me. He was just like, oh, my ex-girlfriend Vicky talking about she wants to fight you. So I was like, oh, where? Give me her number. So I texted her like, you got a problem with me? And she was just like, oh no, I want my rounds. My cousin pulled up on you twice and you ran in your house. First of all, ain't nobody running their house. Second, ain't nobody pulled up on me. The only time she pulled up on me was her freaking birthday. That's the only time she came over to my house was her birthday. Her birthday is October 20th. Slim, October 20th. So I was like, word, that's crazy. So then I got my mom involved. I was like, Mom, did Slim ever pull up to the house and try to fight me and I supposed to ran in the house? And she was like, no, mind you, my mom does nails. I'm going to put her YouTube channel in the description or whatever, so y'all can go subscribe to her. But I was like, yeah, Mom, did she ever? She was like, no. So it got to a heated point where I wanted to go fight. Mind you, it was like winter time, so there was snow on the ground. We had bad brakes, so my mom couldn't speed on the highway as much as she wanted to. So I had just got my nails done that day too. So I cut off my nails, and then I had my old friend Bree go on the phone with them and let her know I'm coming. So, you know, as I'm on my way going, but I'm going slow. Well, my mom's driving slow because we have bad brakes and there's snow on the ground. And they didn't think I was coming. I kept telling her like, let her know I'm coming. So I pulled up whatever. I wanted her to come outside, you know, just to fight it out, because at this point you got me heated to the point I want to fight, and I'm not a fighter. I'm lying. I would fight if I have to, really. So, I'm telling her to come outside. Her mom lifts up the window, is like, you really brought your daughter to come outside to fight my kid? Then her brother comes outside with a knife. So my best friend, the other girl that I'm friends with, Bree, Rolly, and Slim is all on a group FaceTime. So, you know, my friend Bree screen recording, trying to hype her up to go outside to come outside and fight me. Mind you, I'm in the street. She wanted me to come inside the gate. Mind you, her house had a camera right there. So if I would have came inside the gate, she knows my first and last name. I could have went to jail for harassing or whatever. So I'm like, nah, come outside. Like, come in the street. Come in the street, because I'm not finna step in your gate, because then it's going to look like I'm invading your space, and that's not what I'm doing. You invited me to come fight you, so now I'm coming to fight you. So I'm like, come outside. Her brother was like, if you want to fight my sister, you got to come in the gate. And I'm like, boy, you coming outside with a little knife. Like, be for real. Like, you coming outside with a weapon. I just want to fight your sister and get it done and over with. So Shorty didn't want to come. As far as she went was her porch outside. She didn't walk outside the gate, and I was in the middle of the street telling her to come outside. So, the mom is arguing with my mom, and I'm just telling her to come outside. She didn't want to come outside. I was like, all right, cool. You know how them people are. So she was just like, oh, if you don't leave my house, I'm calling the cops. Shorty, the street is not your house. Your house just happened to be on the street that everybody either walks on or drives through. Girl, shut up. I really want your daughter to come outside so we can fight. So, girl didn't want to come outside. She was scared or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'll catch you when I catch you. I still haven't caught it to this day because it was just like it got to the point where it was just like shorty's not gonna come outside to fight me. I'm not finna fight her and then get in trouble for it. I still want to fight her to this day, really, but it's whatever. So I go back home or whatever, and everybody hit me up the next day. Damn, you got beat up by Slim. You let Slim really fight you? And I'm like, Slim didn't do nothing. Slim didn't come outside. Mind you, I'm in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and she lives in Fall River, Massachusetts. So let's be for real. So after that, I left everything alone because I was moving. I was coming to Florida, and that's where I'm at now. I live in Florida. So I'm in Florida or whatever. No, let me back up. Before I started to move, it was my birthday coming up, and I was about to turn 16. So I was just planning everything for my birthday, and then she texted me. She was like, "Oh, Slim texted me." She was like, "Can we make amends? Your best friend miss you. I don't want to fight no more." I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I wasn't really making amends with her. I didn't care. I was just over the whole situation. So she asked me to join the Google Meet, so I joined the Google Meet. The only person that said hi to me in the Google Meet was my best friend. Slim didn't say hi. Rolly didn't say hi. Somebody else, she had a couple other people on the Google Meet. Oh, my best friend's boyfriend I didn't know my best friend's boyfriend, so I didn't say hi to him, but my best friend was the only person that said hi. And I still feel the secret animosity towards me, so I was just like, I'll be back, and I left, because, like, you're not finna just put me in that situation, make me feel uncomfortable and not wanted there. Like, I knew I wasn't wanted there, so that's why I only said hi, and I left. So after, my friend had made an edit, and it was just like, they had put a picture of her in the edit, and I thought it was funny. Like, I wasn't trying to start no drama. I just thought it was funny, and I posted it on Instagram, and I was like, this is cute, but don't do that. And she like, oh, you mad petty, keep my face off of your shit. You and Diamond, you and your best friend's weird. I'm like, okay. But my best friend had nothing to do with it, so I don't know why you think it's her. Like, you got a problem with my best friend for no reason. So ever since then, I haven't heard from her. But like, she's just mad weird. And if you see this video, you're weird. You and Rolly, you're weird. You just want everybody to like you, and you like. And then the girl, there was one time, because I was like having a hard time like dealing with how my body was looking, so I told her, I was like, I wish my body looked like yours. And she was like, she started fucking crying. She was just like, you body shamed me. And I'm like, it was a compliment. Even my mom would sit here and tell you and be like, that was a compliment. I was like, thank you. But every time I said something to her, it was always a problem. She just wanted everything to revolve around her, and if it didn't, then it was an issue. Like, if my boyfriend would call me and I hang up, it was a problem. If my best friend called me and I hung up, it was a problem. Like, everything had to be around her. If it wasn't around her, it was an issue. But that's about it. But anyway, that's the end of the story time. Let me know what other story times you want me to tell y'all. I got a whole bunch. And give me some more video ideas. And yeah.